Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah.
A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to HGN. So today's episode, I'm going to cover another big subject of mine that I've been wanting to do for some time, so I'm going to be talking about canisters. And the reason why I'm going to be bringing up canisters as well, because of the fact that, well, for the most part, it just happens to be a term relating to, well, it's not like cans. I mean, it's not like you're trying to hide soda or something. No, canisters can often be used as a discreet and pretty clever way to hide certain items. Jewelry, cash, and other valuables of any sorts. And there are many types of canisters that are actually disguised as certain objects, including shaving cream and fruit cans. And so, you know what? I guess the Barbasol reference kind of takes me back to when I used to play a pretty popular Telltale game about the Jurassic Park series, just simply titled Jurassic Park the Game. Because, well, for the most part, it's its own game. And Telltale Games has been very well known for pretty much taking a hold of certain franchises, usually based on Universal. And, well, as it turns out, they happen to create their own story based on these franchises. And in Jurassic Park's case, I mean, it was the first type that I ever came across. And basically what it talked about was whatever happened to the types of embryos that Dennis Nedry had taken away from the lab and attempted to ship them away on a Barbasol can onto a ship that was bound to go back to the mainland at some point. But Jurassic Park the game, it mostly talks about the fact that the canister itself was not only very valuable to that of InGen itself and to the corporate workers that Dennis Nedry had worked for alongside the owners of Jurassic Park. But for the most part itself, the game itself happened to really follow along with the storyline about how the embryos themselves, they happen to get into all sorts of trouble. And for the most part, the fact that the embryos had to be kept in some, I guess, cold area, I mean, I don't really know. But the fact that I've played the game for so many times now, I really feel like that there's a lot going for it. But the game itself does have a lot of things about it that I really like. I mean, having a new story, having a little connection to the actual Jurassic Park film trilogy, it's mostly centered around the same time that the first film took place in summer 1993, and for the most part is that, of course, the game itself had a lot of new characters in it that you've never seen before, but of course it still follows in line to what the original story had been based on. At some point, power goes out one night during a hurricane, and the dinosaurs end up breaking out of their pens. That's pretty much what there is left to say about the game itself. I'm still a big fan of the game. It's still amazing. I loved it, and I'm not really sure about how I'd be able to play it today, even though I still got my Xbox 360 Kinect Edition. But in any case, to talk about canisters themselves, I mean, I sure do hope that people out there happen to try to do what they can to hide their items. But that's all upon chance. So if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.